sometimes Christmas is just the happiest time, and I don't mean to bring everybody down, but I want to tackle some subjects that during Christmas, it isn't always happy. And so today, we brought on St. John Ambulance Therapy Dog. We have Magic here on the floor, hanging out, looking fabulous. We also have Val Galinoski, who's a program coordinator, and of course, Kathy Kelvin, who is I believe, a servant. You train them? You do a lot.
I'm a St. John Ambulance Pet Therapy evaluator. Magic is my St. John Ambulance Pet Therapy Dog that I trained to be in the St. John Ambulance Pet Therapy program. Good. But I don't specifically train therapy dogs, just my own dog. Yes.
All right. So Val, we will start with you, just about St. John Ambulance and the Therapy Dog program.
Okay.
Tell me a little bit about what it is.
The St. John Ambulance, our Therapy Dog program, is a program that was initially designed, sorry, I just have a little bit of a tickle, for businesses that contact us that they have a need for our teams to come in, which is the handler and their dog, to provide a therapeutic touch. So whether that's in the hospitals or libraries, anywhere there's a stressful environment where somebody would benefit from the therapeutic touch of the dogs. Because we all know what dogs do for us. They help lower your heart rate, your blood pressure, and they're a calming effect. So it's a great thing that our dogs are doing when they're going into whether it's hospitals, libraries, universities, or even out at the airports.
Wow. And we're talking about bringing them in to a workplace.
Mm-hmm.
What are some of the things people will experience with a dog in the workplace? You talked about lower stress levels.
Typically, it's the most benefit we're seeing is just bringing down the stress levels.
Yeah.
And a good example is this, during exam jam out at the university. We do more visits at that time because, I'm so sorry. The dogs come in and the students are spending time with the dogs, petting them, and just de-stressing from the exams and just getting away from the stress of that and just having an opportunity to be with the dogs. They might be missing a dog at home. So it just puts them in a better position to focus on what they need to when the time comes.
Good. Kathy, you have Magic. You've been taking him out. I see that Magic is a very good dog, and he is sponsored by Emerald Park Homes. So obviously there's companies that are helping you get these dogs into workplaces and stress areas.
Yes, I mean the corporate sponsorship just sponsors the dog itself. The money goes back into the St. John Ambulance Pet Therapy program, and it does provide them with a vest, so they are very easily visible when they do go out on site. So when people see the red vest, they love it.
Yeah, and now you've been taking therapy dogs, a therapy dog like Magic, out for many years. Can you give us maybe some examples or not even stories, just where have you been and what have you seen?
We primarily visit with palliative care, and we do volunteer with mental health. We do attend a mood disorder peer support group. And I've just seen people that are just very anxious, and they just can take a moment with my dog, whether it's either watching her, just breathing, scratching her behind the ears, scratching her back, and just taking a moment away from whatever stress they're going through or sadness, and it just gives them that small reprieve.
Yeah.
So it's really beautiful just to watch from my side, and my dog knows her job when she's out.
Now, these places that you're mentioning are all, bigger places, palliative care. Has there ever been a call for a smaller call, an individual call, or do you not do those?
We don't typically do private one-on-one visits, no.
Yeah. This is where people need to go adopt their own dog.
Yes, pretty much, yes.
I'm trying to get my mom to get a dog. Because I just think a dog being in the house and just the stress levels, and I think your whole body changes, your hormones, just petting a dog. And as you were like, Magic is just sitting there, but just looking at Magic, you feel this, like life couldn't be better.
Yes, someone told me once, dogs live in the moment, and they truly do. Yeah. They don't think what happened 10 minutes ago, they don't think what's going to happen in 10 minutes.
No.
They live in the moment, so it's beautiful to see the world through their eyes, and sometimes that's all you need just to get through.
Yeah. I should have had Humane Society on next. We could have talked about, okay, now you can get your own dog, but you can still get your own dog. So, Val, calling about, say, a workplace, would they call you or palliative care? Does someone call you and say, hey, we would love to be part of the program? Is that how it happens? Or?
That is one of the ways they can definitely get in touch with me, sending an email. We also have on our website, there is a link that can sends to me what's called a lead, and then I answer those the next day, and I send them out a visit request. They complete that, and then at that point I send it out to my teams, depending on what city the request is coming from, Prince Albert, Saskatoon, and then the teams reply after I've said, hey, I've got a visit, can you pick it up? And then if they can do it, they get back to me, and then I place them there and let the business know I've got your teams ready, and it's quite smoothly ran at that point, and I just kind of step back then, and the teams do it, the rest.
So how do you get your teams, so a handler and a dog?
Typically, it's all word of mouth. So somebody was at the hospital and they said, hey, I was at the hospital the other day and I saw one of your teams out there. And of course, our logo is on everything.
Yeah.
And they just, again, use either our email or phone me, and I just tell them a little bit about the program. I send out a volunteer package, and from there they complete that, send it back to me, and then they do an evaluation process with Kathy, which Kathy takes care of. We do that typically every few months. We like to have at least 5 to 6 teams to test to move forward with the evaluations, and it's usually on a Sunday. We hold it at St. John Ambulance, and after that they get placed for visits.
I love it. Well, thank you both for coming on and just sharing the St. John Ambulance therapy dog program, and thank you for doing that and going out to those wonderful places, because I think there are a lot of areas high stress. As you said, it's not just workplaces, it's schools, it's during tests, it's airports. There's so many places, so thank you for sharing and doing what you do.
Oh, you're welcome.
Thank you.
Well, that was St. John Ambulance Therapy Dog Program, and if you are a workplace or a university or anyone where there's loads of people that could be stress, consider calling them. And if you are someone who would love to sponsor this program, they would love that too. This dog is wearing a vest, and I see Emerald Park Home, so I'm going to give a big shout out to them and say thank you for sponsoring Magic. Well, right now we're going to head outside, because there is a community rink outside that we want to open up to all of Regina and surrounding area that you can come skate for free, and they've got skate rental and helmets. So I'm going to change and we're going to head out there, and I'll see you back here. Don't leave us, because Justin LaBrache is going to be here when I'm done, and we might sing some Christmas carols.